Hi everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. My name's Jenny and I work at Philbrook Museum of Art. This week's Family Art Club is a little different and I'm so excited, and I think you're going to be excited too. Have you all heard that Philbrook and Living Arts are teaming up to do a 3-day art car parade? That's right. On Friday, on Saturday, and on Sunday, all these art cars are going to parade through different neighborhoods of Tulsa, just for you all to go out to your porch or drive somewhere nearby to go and see all these awesome art cars. Now, do you all know what an art car is? So you might have seen one before, like at Blue Dome Festival years ago. But an art car is just what it sounds like. It is a car that someone has, like I have a car, or maybe your mom or dad or adult that you live with has a car, but the person who owns the car transforms it into a beautiful work of art that still can drive down the road. It's pretty cool. Some of them will paint it beautiful colors and pictures. Some will go wild and add all kinds of bizarre items from a collection onto their car. Just cover the entire car in things like children's toys or shells or rocks or all kinds of bizarre, beautiful works of art that just drive down the road. And so for this week, I am going to be here today on Monday, but I'm also going to come back on Thursday for a really special 2-part week of art car parade preparations. And so for this, if you are wondering about where the art cars are going and if they're going to be coming nearby, stay tuned. We'll be posting throughout the week the routes and all the different ways that you can make sure that you're able to see the parade as it goes by on one of the days or all of them. So today we are going to be making really cool art car signs that we can wave as the cars go by, and also like ribbon dancers that we can wave in the air and cheer as the cars go by. So, I kind of got a head start for you guys, just to kind of make, so you don't have to watch me cut out a ton of cardboard. But what you're going to do to make a sign is, I want my sign to be actually shaped like an art car. And so I just cut out a piece of cardboard that's kind of generally car shaped. It doesn't have to be pretty. And then I wanted to add some 3-dimensional qualities. So I used glue. You can use hot glue or tacky glue or school glue, whatever you have, to glue some more little pieces from my scraps onto my car to kind of make a delineation for the doors and the windows and that kind of thing. So I am gonna, and then once you have like a really, it's kind of hard to cut cardboard with this pair of scissors. If you have a box cutter, that'll work better, but you might have to have your adult help you. I don't have a box cutter at my house, so I'm using just plain old scissors and cutting. So for me, it was easier to cut straight lines to make like a really boxy car. And then I'm going to go in after the car is cut out and kind of round out some of my edges to make more of a streamlined car shape. So I'm just going to, let's see, I kind of want just my trunk and my front to be a little bit rounded. so it doesn't look quite so just like square. You can go outside and look at your car if you want to look, make one that looks like the car that your parents or adults might drive. Do some sketches outside to practice what you think you're gonna make your car look like. Okay. And then I'm just gonna pop off that corner. There we go. It's not perfect. It's not great, but that's okay. So now is kind of the fun part. I'm going to show you some of the things that you can use to create, just like turn a plain, boring old car, like the one that you might have at your house, into an art car. So you can go online and look up, if you click in art car on Google, you can get some ideas, but you might want to think about a theme for your art car. So a lot of art car drivers and owners and artists create their art cars based on things that they love. So they might love toys, or they might love the jungle, or they might love aquariums. And so they make their theme of their car based on collections they have or things that they love. So you might want to think about something that you could theme your car sign for, and just remember, you're going to try and cover your whole car. So I'm going to show you some of the materials that I think will be a great way, a great starter to start kind of decking out and glitzing out your car. In this box, I've got a bunch of different things. I love muffin, like cupcake liners. These are like just metallic cupcake liners. You can glue them down and they're really fun. I've got some ribbon, like curling ribbon that you would use to wrap a package. I've got all kinds of fun tape. Stickers. These are just like round stickers that you would use to, like, you get at like an office supply store. You might want to add in some beads. Glue these down, probably with tacky glue, or have your adult help you out with some hot glue. Those are fun. Paper straws are great because they're easy to cut and you can get fun colored ones. So if you wanted to do something like I did here with outlining my, outlining where my doors might be, you can just cut these really easily because it's paper, and that's great for little hands or early cutters, early scissor skills. Another thing that's great for early scissor skills is just this really beautiful kind of fun craft foam. These are great too because they're easy to cut and they have a sticky back that's like a sticker. So you can cut out your shape and then peel off the sticky back and then stick it right to your car. I've got some of my texture sheets that we've made over the past couple weeks together. So my watercolor textures, my stamping textures, these are all great to cut up and use as collage. I've also got some aluminum foil. I'll probably cover my aluminum foil on my windows to make it look kind of like glass or metallic. And I can use probably hot glue to do that. Or if you want to do that ahead of time, before you glue down your pieces, you can wrap it in aluminum foil and then glue them down. That was probably what I should have done, but you can do it better. I've also got popsicle sticks. These are great if you don't want to cut anything and you want to make some lines. Pipe cleaners, pom-poms, all kinds of stuff. And then you're just going to want to glue it down. You can also do some really great, before you glue down, use any kind of drawing tool. I just happen to have these in arm's reach, but you can draw or color your art car. And maybe do a base layer with coloring. I'm doing like little swirls because I like this little like circular pattern. But you can do a base layer of coloring, so then you can color over all of your cardboard, and then go in and add your three-dimensional elements. So I'm not going to show you a ton because I know that you guys are going to come up with like really good ideas. But I am going to kind of show some elements that you can think of. I would encourage you guys to go out and look at your cars and see what kinds of things a car has on it, so that you can kind of replicate it in your car. So I'm going to make some hubcaps. Really simple. But first, I'm going to color my tires. And maybe your tires, because that'll also give me my line for when I'm going in and adding color to my car. So if you're working with brown cardboard, these are really great for covering cardboard. They're soft, they're big and thick for little hands to hold, and they have a really great color deposit. But these are called Woody's 3-in-1, Woody 3-in-1 by Stabilo is the brand. They're great because you can use them like a crayon, but then you can also dip like your brush in water and it turns into paint, or you can dip these directly in water and it makes them even more like rich color. But if you don't have those, or they're kind of expensive, but another thing that I really love are Crayola construction paper crayons. If you get the construction paper crayons, they're also soft and they have a lot more pigment, and so they will cover cardboard way better than just a normal crayon, but markers work great too. So I'm just gonna make my little hubcap. So you can go out and think like, okay, so I might need to have like some hubcaps and tires. I might want to make my windows metallic and think about where my doors are, and I've got my little handles. Which side is going to be like my trunk, probably that side, and which side is going to be my front. And you can do some like little headlights, all kinds of, like a grill or a bumper, all kinds of things that you can add to make this. But I want to show you one little thing that will make your life easier when you are standing at the parade on the sidelines, yelling and cheering and having so much fun, but you don't want your car to go flying in the wind. You want to be able to hold on to it. So we're going to make a really easy handle for the back of our art car. So I know you guys are going to come up with some really, really cool decorated, covered art cars. So I know I don't need to show you that. But I have this recycled material. You can use anything. You can use like ribbon or even like leftover cardboard. I like stuff that's a little softer though, so that you can like hold it better. Ribbon or fabric is a good bet. So I get this from my grocery delivery, and it helps keep my vegetables and dairy and all kinds of stuff cool, so it's safe to eat. But I also just love this texture. So I might even use this on my windows. But here we go. All right, I'm gonna put that down. Okay, so one of the easiest ways to make a handle is to just take a strip of something that's pretty durable. So you don't want to use paper because it'll rip, but you can use a strip and kind of, you're gonna glue it onto the back of your art car. So I have a hot glue gun ready to go. This is probably also something that you'll need an adult to help you out with. I'm gonna hot glue. This piece is longer, so I'm gonna just like hot glue it to make it a circle. Whoop, very hot. Gonna be careful as I tap it down. And then I'm going to just put some glue here on my paper or my cardboard, and I'm going to tamp it down gently. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. This one is a shorter piece, so I'm not really going to worry about making a circle. I'm just going to tamp down one side and then tamp down the other side. And there go the beads, such as life. And then you can see when you're holding it, you've got a handle to hold on to it with. You can also use and it wasn't quite dry, but you can also use like a paint stirrer stick if you've got a paint stirrer around, and make a stick that way. But sometimes I feel like if there's a strong gust of wind, having a stick on it is a little less sturdy than just having a good set of handles to hold on to. All right. So that is your art car. I will finish this up and I'll post it as we get ready for the parade. But I also wanted to show you one other quick activity that you can get with a stick. You can make with a stick from your backyard and some yarn and ribbon. So I've got some yarn. This is just my like personal stash. I don't know about you, but when I see a parade go by, I always want like something to wave. And so I'm going to make kind of a ribbon dancer magic wand. This is really easy. You can do it as simple or as fancy as you want to go. Like I could take my stick, I could wrap it, give it some stripes, wrap it in tape, or give it a handle I could paint it. I could do all kinds of stuff. But I love, if you have some hardware around in your house, this might be great for like if you have a dowel rod that you can actually like use a screwdriver to screw something in. You can get like an O-ring screw or an eye screw and screw it into the end, and then attach your ribbons with jump rings so that it just spins around on the eye ring, and that will keep it from getting tangled. Like, you'll just be able to spin it around indefinitely. But I don't have an eye ring, and I don't have jump rings, so I'm actually just going to it's as easy as tying a bunch of ribbons and yarn onto the end. I might do something like, you can use tulle. I've used tulle before to create like a magic wand, because then you can cut shapes out of the tulle, and that is really pretty. Or fabric. You want to do things that are soft so that you're not going to hurt anybody when you're waving it around. And you can add bells to the end, or pom-poms, or any kind of thing. I will probably, once I finish this, I will probably come in here and find a big, pretty colored pom-pom, and I will glue my pom-pom here right on the end and on this end to make it like a pretty wand. You can also use pipe cleaners so that you have some that are soft and you can wave around and whip around, and then some that kind of keep this like I might take a pipe cleaner and wrap it around my finger. It's just like one of my favorite ways to make really nice kind of fun wrap it around my finger, and then you can create, like, there's some wire. The wire will hold its shape better. Ow. And you can really just kind of go for it. Like, I might grab the beads off the floor and add some beads. Maybe I want to add several beads, but I also like just tying on one bead to give it a little bit of weight when you wave it, so you can feel it as you wave. And when I do it, I'll probably make mine with longer string and probably more of the curling ribbon, like the package ribbon, because then you can make it curl. And I'll probably do just some of these, like, I really like these, and I'll do some packing curling ribbon and maybe just a couple of the yarn pieces, and try and find like a bell or something to put on the end so it makes noise. All right, well, I will be back on Thursday with a wearable art car, and by then I'll try and have both of these finished so I can show you my finished product. And I hope you'll share your finished products with us if you hashtag Family Art Club, hashtag Philbrook, I want to see you all. And I can't wait for this parade. Remember, stay tuned for the routes. They're going to be coming out from us and from Living Arts of Tulsa very quickly, sometime this week. And I hope you are so excited, because I really am. I think it's going to be really fun. All right, I'll see you on Thursday.